Okay, this is part 3 of the tutorial. In this tutorial, we're going to look at functions, method, and classes in C++. So let's get right into it. So first, we want to create the C++ file, function.cpp. And then let's go into function.cpp. And let's just include IOStream because we're going to do some C and C out stuff. Include, just to be safe, these. I don't think I need this. Do I want array? No, I don't want array. I don't need string. I don't need array. So let's just do IOStream using namespace std, and then let's get the main method in there. Now you might ask, what if I want to have different files, right? So in Java, every class has its own file. Well, you can also do it here, but it's a little bit more involved. So here I'm going to demonstrate how to create classes in just one file. In the future, if you're interested in to have multiple files, you can search online. There's plenty of resources. Or if you want me to do a tutorial like this, I can definitely upload a video as well. But here, I just want to keep things simple. So let's just put everything in one file. Also, for C++, different from Java, you don't have to use objects, meaning you don't have to do classes. You can just create functions like this. So I can do Boolean. Actually, I think in C++ it's just bool instead of Boolean. Bool is even, and we're going to pass in the integer I, and then we're going to simply return I mod 2 is 0, right? Because if I mod 2 is 0, equal to 0, then it's even, so it's going to return true. Otherwise, it's going to return false, right? So then we can do here, we can do int value. Let's get that value, cin, and then we're just going to see out is even value, right? Let's just do it like this. So get the value from the user, see out, checking if it's even or not. So let's save file, quit, compile, g++ function.cpp-o function.exe, everything compiles, run it, /function.exe. So let's give it number 3. So it says 0, which is false. I think I forgot the end of line. Yeah. I think it's kind of hard to see because I forgot and out. So it's not going to print Boolean, but instead it's going to print 0. 3. Yeah, 0. Now what if I give 2? Just 1. So that's even, right? So that's just a simple function like this, right? Well, because we are not in a class, so we don't need to have public private, right? Because public private is only associated with class. So we don't have to do public Boolean is even. So instead, we just have the return type, function name, arguments, and then logic, right? But if you're going to do it this way, especially if you're working everything in one file, you have to be careful. Things in C++ comes in order, like top to bottom order. What does it mean? So I can create another function is odd down here. And I just simply return I mod 2 is 1. So pretty much the same as even. But if I want to use it like this, what happens? Let's see what happens. So let's compile our code. It doesn't compile. So what's wrong? Is odd was not declared in the scope. So basically, as I said, C++ does things from top to bottom in order. So if you declare this function after main method, the main method doesn't see it. So all of your functions have to be above main method. It's like where my isEven is, right? So if you're not going to deal with classes, everything have to be in order. So if you want to use some function, you have to have that function be declared before you start using it, right? Another example, let's say if isEven requires some function. So for instance, I can create a function called mod int I int j, and we're going to simply return. I'm just going to return I mod j, right? It's just simple like that. But in isEven, we can start to call this function mod I 2 is 0, right? But notice that the mod function have to come before isEven in order for us to use it. So the same rule applies. Right? After all, main function is just some other. It's just a function, right? Main function is pretty much there's not very special. Only reason main function is special is because that's where the program start executing. Other than that, it doesn't really have any other special treatment, right? So just like the main function, if inside isEven you need some other helper function, you have to declare it before, like this. So let's compile our code. Everything compiles. And then let's run, let's give it 2. Mod is 1. Give it 3. Mod is 0. Right. So this is how to make C++ functions without objects. The only thing you have to look out for is if you use some function, you have to declare that function before. Right? So then let's look at objects in C++. It's going to be pretty similar to Java. So to declare an object or class, you just do class. Let's call it point. And here we want to have some private variable. Int x. Why? Whoa, why isn't private? Why is there no indentation to it? Must mean there might be something wrong. There's nothing wrong. I don't know how that works. Okay. It won't give me the indentation. Fine. Okay. So then in public, so because those two are private, so in public we're going to do int get x, right? And then simply we're going to do return x. Int set x, int I, x equal to I. And then actually, so in C++, wait, let me double check. Yeah, so in C++, we can also do this, I believe. Let me double check. Yeah, you can also do this. Now, this requires something different. So what I mean by this is that you can have this int x, and then you do this x equal to x. So this is different from Java. Instead of this dot x, you have to do dash greater than, kind of like an arrow. This arrow x equal to x. So that's a little bit different from Java. I will explain what that is in the next tutorial. So we get the getter for x, setter for x. Let's do int get y. Return this y. Int set y, int y. This y equal to what? So that is our point class. And of course, we can do the constructor. Well, let's not do constructor yet. Let's just keep it like this. And then maybe let's have a toString. All right. So in order to do toString, I have to include string. Let's include string at the top. And then let's do string to string. And we simply going to return plus, wait, does plus work? I don't know. We will find out. We will find out if plus works in C++ for string concatenation. If it doesn't, I have to look for it. Oh, wait. I don't need this. I don't need the last curly bracket. I don't need the last bracket. All right, so in the main method, so this is our class, right? Our class is basically just x and y and a bunch of getters and setters. We'll worry about the constructor later. So then in order to use the class, you can do point p, and then that's it. You don't have to do new point like Java. You just simply do point p. And then here we want to do x, y, and x comma y. Cin goes into x. Cin goes into Cin. Why is it always x? Cin goes into y. And then p dot set x is x. P dot set y is y. And then we're going to do cout p dot toString and apply. So let's hope this works, right? Things to look out for is the string concatenation with the plus sign. So let's hope this works. Let's see. So after save your file, right? Control X S, Control X C. Let's compile our code. Okay, it does not work. So yeah, it is the concatenation. All right. Quickly check C++ string concatenation. It says plus. What's the problem? Is it because x is integer? I think that's the case. I think because x is integer, we cannot do it. So C++ string concatenate int. Do I have to typecast it? Oh yeah, I have to do toString. Oh boy. Yeah. Seems like I have to do toString. Okay. So let's go back to our function.cpp. So instead of plus x, we have to do two underscore string x. Two underscore string y. I think that's it. No, wait, that's something else. It says some curly bracket is wrong. I messed some curly brackets up. Oh yeah, I think I have to add semicolon. at the end of class. I think so. I think that's what's going on. No. Okay, so what's going on? In point set y, no return state. Wait. Oh, yeah, it's because set the need return. So let's put in void. Right? Because only get x, get y needs return. Set x, set y doesn't need. There we go. Okay. So permission denied. Oh, wait, what? Oh, wait, no. It's not .cpp, .exe. There we go. So let's do 0.23. There we go. 2.3. Yeah, so permission denied because I started running function.cpp. Right, that's not our executable. Our executable is function.exe. So there we go. So that's how you do the that's how you use classes in C++. And then if you want to have constructors, it's pretty much the same. This x equal to x, this y equal to y. And then down here, so let's make some changes. You can delete the point p, right? We don't need that anymore because now we have constructors. We also don't need p.setx, p.sety. But instead, we're going to do point p parenthesis x, y. So again, we don't need new point. Let's do it like this. Now let's save, exit, compile, run, 2, 4, 2, 4. So this is how to do constructors. Pretty much the same as Java, right? You give the same function name as your class name, and that's it.